Hi crafters, it's Simply Pam, and today is the Creative Critters Imaginations blog post, and the theme this week is Labor Day. And I was trying to think of what we do for Labor Days, or how we celebrate at my house, and we do barbecues. But since our last week's theme was barbecue, I decided to do something a little different. And one thing that always happens is that, oh my gosh, I can't talk. The sales happen on Labor Day, big huge sales. So I decided to make kind of a shopping card. So that's my segue into this card from Labor Day to shopping. So I hope you like the card. This is a candy store cut, and it's actually quite large. Let me show you how big it is, if I can know which layer I'm on here. Come on. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. It's from the cartridge My Community, and I hid all the dash lines for this one, and I just I trimmed off the top part because I don't need that part. And then, of course, this is a layer for it. And how I got like my door and stuff and my trim is it's the same cut as the main storefront, and what it does is it puts all those little dash lines. Well, I basically cut out this portion right here with all the dash lines, and then trimmed out the door and the trim, so you can see kind of what it looks like. So here's get my mouth out of the way. Shh. Sorry, I got my dogs with me. They're riled tonight. So anyways, has partial cuts around the door frame right here, and I just finished off the cut right there to make the cutouts. And then also I trimmed out this portion and this portion, and I hope you can see that. But if you go to on your Gypsy Design Studio or even on Cricut.com, you can see the cut I'm talking about. And so basically I'm paper piecing my storefront together because there's only one layer to this storefront, and to make it have multiple layers you need to do some paper piecing. I hope that made sense. Kind of a long explanation. Anyways, the store is cut at 7.5 inches. And then my Imagine part is I printed off some pattern paper, and this is from the Better Together Imagine cartridge, and it is this pattern paper right here on page 41. And this is just plain cardstock I had on hand. I also printed off another strip of cardstock with this pink color, and it's also from the Better Together Imagine cartridge, and it's just the darker pink solid color. Now I ran this already through my Cuttlebug, and I used the checkerboard Cuttlebug embossing folder. I thought that'd be cute, add some dimension. And I'm going to make a little shoe store. Now, that might be your idea of a have fun shopping, but I have to tell you the truth. I'm not a fan of shopping, except for craft items, books, and furniture, and house decorative items. But I know a lot of people that love shoes, so that's why I made this card. So I'm going to put this down. I can pick it up. Okay. And I cut out a blue rectangle that will fit behind the door, so it looks like it's the glass. Now I'm going to glue this straight down onto my card. First I'm going to put on the trim, that way I know where to leave off at. Okay. And I decided to put this kind of, this shoe is from the Better Together cartridge as well. It's this shoe right here, and I just filled it with the same design paper right here. And I'm also going to trim this off because I don't want the shoe strap up here on there because it's kind of hard to tell what that is. So I'm just going to trim that part off. Let's see. Let me trim off my card first, just so I make sure I get it centered correctly. So this is larger than my card that I'm making. This, yeah, this size right here is 5 by 5. What I'm going to do is glue this down and put it right here. Let's see, how am I doing this? Trying to think here. Yeah, we'll put it up here. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, and then I'll trim off the edges that I don't need. So I'll put this on. Okay. So now I'm going to put my shoe on, and I'm going to put it directly down as well because I don't have small enough pop dots for that. And let's see, I'm using the My Pink Stampers Pinkalicious stamp set. Sorry, my desk is so messy right now. Hard to find things. I'm going to use the Shop Till You Drop stamp sentiment. I'm going to put that up in the corner. Okay. I'm going to put this on the card, and then I'll do all my finishing touches. I have something else I'm putting on there, but let me put this on first. So my pink layer that's back here, that's at 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then my green paper is 5 1/2 by 11 inches folded in half. So that's my storefront here, my sidewalk. And then I have a little one the girl cut from the Yummy cartridge, Cricut Imagine cartridge, and it's the girl holding the cupcake on page 21, and I just cut out the girl. I didn't cut out any of the other, so you break down the layers and only choose the girl, and she's still going like this, but I thought it'd be kind of like, this is where I'm shopping, or something like that. So I'm going to put her in front of the door right here, and I'm going to pop dot her up. Alright, and I popped dot her up. And she's cut at 2 1/2 inches true size, or real size, I should say. Now, I have an idea that I'm not sure if it'll work out, but let me try it out, if I can find my paper. So this is going to be, I'm going to try and make a bag that she's holding. So it needs to be probably about this big. This is some scratch paper that I had left over from my solid paper. I'm just going to flip it over and use it to be where it's white. I'm just going to kind of curve it. Okay, so I cut out this little bag. It's, like I said, it's hand cut. It's not like anything fancy. But I also cut out this shoe as small as it would go, which is 0.3. And it was a little bit bigger. I wish I would have showed you before I trimmed it. But it was a little bit bigger than this, and I trimmed it down so it fit on my bag. So let's just glue it on. Okay, glue, glue, glue. I'm going to put some glue on the bag. And what I did is I just got twine, just regular white twine, and I made it to where it was only a single thread, and I just trimmed it to fit onto my little bag. That's the bag handle. I'm going to put some glue on the back side of it, and I'm going to wrap this around her hand that's sticking out and have it kind of like this. Like she just went in shopping. Okay. Now, this part right here is just really plain, so I'm going to put some lines, and I have, or maybe even some dots. I'll use my, it's a Pretty in Pink marker from Stampin' Up. I'm going to do a little sample, see how I like it. I want to do that. Let's try it out. Hopefully I don't mess this up. I'm nervous now. Okay, that's cute. I'm going to do some white dash lines on the pink part. Okay. Now I'm going to put glossy accents on the window and the shoes. Window for the glass and shoes kind of like a sign. Okay. And I think that's it. So I hope you like my card. Head on over to my blog, simply-pam.blogspot.com, to find out where I got my products as well as see other projects that I've made. Make sure you head on over to the Creative Critter Imaginations blog. It's Imagine Critters, that's with an S, .blogspot.com, to see what everybody else did for their projects for Labor Day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.